Good morning, my dear children. Welcome back to our economics class. So, children, we are discussing about the production function and its related concepts in our previous modules. So, in this module, we will explain the rest of the topics in the production function lesson. I have explained about the different time periods, which are the short run production function and the long run production function. And we have explained about the different factors of production also, and which are the fixed factors and which are the variable factors. That is also more familiar to you. 4 factors of production are there: the land, the labor, the capital and the entrepreneur. And in this, the land and the capital, you know that which factors are there? Yes, the land and the capital, it's a fixed factors. And what about that variable factor? Yes, the labor. Labor is the variable factor. So here in the short run, the producer will keep all the fixed factors as constant and changes only a few variable factor inputs. And it is also termed as the short run production function is also termed as the law of variable proportions. That is about the short run production function. Long run production function. In this case, it is in contrast to the short run. In this long run, the producer vary all quantities of all factor inputs. Not only the fixed factor keeping constant, what all the fixed, what all the variable, all the factors in the long run are varied. No other factors keep as constant in the long run. And it is also termed as laws of returns to scale. Next, we will see the law of variable proportions. In the short run, the level of production can be changed by changing the factor proportions. This law examines the production function with one factor variable keeping the other factors quantities fixed. Because the law of variable proportions, we know that it is the short run period production law. So what happens to that? Yes, that's what it is dealing with, only one factor variable and the other factors which are the fixed factors as fixed itself. Right? That is about the law of variable proportions. And what is the theory? This theory asserts that when the quantity of one input is varied, keeping other inputs constant, the proportion between the factors changes. When the proportion of the variable factors increases, the total output does not always increase in the same proportion, but in varying proportion. This is actually what is meant by the law of variable proportions. Once again, I will explain, children. That is, we know that the proportion in which we combine the fixed as well as the variable factors, what about that proportion? Yes, it changes, isn't it? Because as we are keeping some factors as fixed and some are variable, the combinations or which we combine the factors, the variable as well as the fixed factor changes. So what happens to the output? Yes, as we are combining the fixed factor and the variable factor in the varying proportion, the output also, it does not increase in the same proportion. It also in the varying proportion. So this is actually what is the law of variable proportions. Children, what is this? Yes, this is the production schedule. And this total, what is this? Total product, what is this average product, what is this marginal product? This all we have explained in our previous module. But still, to understand about the output. I told you about the law of variable proportions, how the output changes. So to show that, just I presented the production schedule here. And you know how to calculate the TP, AP and the MP. And different formulas are there to calculate the TP, AP and the MP also. So this is the manner, children. You can see here the how the total product changes also. It is not in the same proportion. It is in the different proportions. So children, I hope so far what we have discussed about the time periods of production processes, the law of variable proportions and the production schedule is clear for you. Thank you children for watching this video.